Hello everyone, I'm John Brewer. I'm a Qigong instructor and I've been teaching Qigong at Wellness Within for almost 4 years. And I'm really pleased to be offering in this video format a continuation of our classes. Focusing, at least for a few sessions, on an amazing, powerful and beautiful sequence called the 8 Brocades. Now, we provided instruction in the very first 4 of those brocades last week. I understand we had a number of participants that valued it. We got some feedback to keep our video clips a little more brief, so this will be 20 minutes where we're going to review the first 4 brocades. And I'm going to include an email that will have resources, particularly attachments that will describe the brocades verbally for you in writing, but also the benefits. So here in this class, we're going to focus on the movements themselves, the coordination of the breathing, and then how we rise and sink, connecting with earth, connecting with sky, connecting with the biosphere, functioning like a chi pump to break up contractions in our energy system and open us to a true deep state of flow. So without further ado, let's begin this review process. And we will begin with the opening and the closing. And I will be serving as a mirror for you. So when I am gesturing to the right, you will use your left hand as if you were looking in a mirror. When I'm gesturing to the left, you'll use your right hand. Same thing, mirror image. Okay, beginning with the opening, we start with an in-breath, raising up, looking up, shoulders sinking now, and starting an out-breath and stepping my left, your right. Moving right into the first brocade. Propping up the sky. Arms raised. We extend out as if we were offering something or receiving something. We open up like a flower blooming, and we sink down as if being rooted deeply in the earth, and then extend up as if we're propping up the sky. And the arms relax down both sides. We're sinking down on an out-breath. We're rising up on an in-breath. We are stretching out on an out-breath, sinking down, and opening up like a flower blooming, breathing in, raising up, sinking down like a flower rooting, breathing in, raising up, and then allowing the arms to gently float down, where we'll continue 2 more times. Breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out, sinking down. Once more, we're going to rise up, breathe in, sink down, breathe out. Rise up, open up, breathing in, sink down, breathing out, and rise up, breathing in. And then let the arms float down as you breathe out, sink down. In between each of the brocades, we'll do a transition movement, just like this. Breathing in and breathing out. Now, as we breathe out, we're going to step out into a horse stance, and we're going to move into our second brocade, punching with tiger's eyes. Breathe in. Arms raised. Now, as if you're opening 2 doorknobs, palms rotating, Now palms up and drawing fresh pure chi in. Make soft fists right above the hips. Take a breath in. I'll punch with my right, you with your left, breathing out. As if opening a doorknob, really gathering chi, bringing it in, sinking down on an in-breath, and rising up on an out-breath. Gathering chi, drawing fresh pure chi in, breathe in. And out, rising up, and breathing in, sinking down. And out, rising up, and in, sinking down. Now let's do our transition. Sink down, breathe out. I'm going to move to a neutral position for our next brocade. The third brocade, called Touching Heaven and Earth. In this case, palms are facing up, fingertips pointing to one another. This is sort of our neutral position that we'll return to, as our hands will be and arms will be trading places. So I'll start with my right, you with your left. That right hand is coming up the center line of your body, and palm is facing up, elbow facing out. And that's going to come right back down to where it started from. We're going to do that again, same arm. But this time, my left, your right is going to extend down, palm down. So my right arm is going up, my left arm is going down. Left palm facing down, your right palm facing down. Your left palm facing up, like we're touching heaven and earth. Now, slowly, two hands come back to the neutral position and trade places. Your right hand going up, palm up. Your left hand pressing down, palm down. And then back to the neutral position. Let's try that again, both sides. Your left up, your right down. Palm up for the arm that's up, palm down for the one that's down. Come back to the starting position, the neutral position. Your right arm lifting up to touch the sky, your left arm pressing down to touch the earth. Now let's come back to our neutral position. And we'll now look at the rising and the sinking. So, your left arm, as we are stretching up, we're rising up. Like that. And as we are coming back to neutral, we're sinking down. Now your right arm is moving up, your left arm is moving down. And coming back to the neutral position, sinking down. Let's coordinate the breathing. Every time we rise up, it's an in-breath. Every time we sink down, it's an out-breath. So we start by rising up, breathing in. Hands come back to neutral, sinking down, breathing out. Rising up, breathing in. Sinking down, breathing out. One more time, both sides. Now let's rest here at neutral, here with Brocade 3 for a moment. I may have mentioned, I may not have, that along with this video, there'll be an email that'll have attachments, which will describe each of these 4 brocades we're going over now. And included with the description is of some of the benefits for each of the brocades. So I'm not going into that on the video, but you will have that. In addition, you'll have links where each of these 4 brocades, I'll do a demonstration for each one separately. Okay? So you'll have those resources. Now on the video link that you'll get, there's a variation that you can choose to add in if you want for touching heaven and earth. So let's add that variation now. And again, that's an option. As is the coordination of breathing. If the breathing and the rising and sinking and remembering the movements is too challenging right now, just breathe in a relaxed way, breathe out in a relaxed way. And later on, as we review things and continue to work with the 8 brocades, that it'll become second nature to incorporate and coordinate the breathing. Now, for this next part, just watch one time. I'm going with my right hand. It's going to come up the center line. And as I reach up to touch heaven and press down to touch earth, I rotate my hips. I rotate right here. I don't turn, but I rotate and do a spinal twist over my left shoulder. The hands come back down to neutral, and my left hand goes up, my right hand down. I do a little spinal twist. Now I'm not turning my body, I'm not engaging my knees, I'm not moving my shoulders. Just here. It's subtle because we're getting a little spinal twist here. So if you like that idea of a spinal twist here with touching heaven and earth, you can add that. Let's try it together 2 times. Breathe in now, and now breathe out and sink down. My right hand, your left, is going up and turning to my left, your right. Spinal twist. Coming back to neutral. My left, your right, moving up, turning, facing over my right shoulder, your left, for a spinal twist, and then back to neutral. Let's try it one more time without me talking. Very good. Now, let's do our transition. And we'll step out to our 4th and final brocade for today, Big Bear turning side to side. For here, we're back into the wide stance. And from here, we're going to just allow our body to bend at the hip. It's comfortable, make it comfortable for yourself, so you can bend just a little bit or further if it's comfortable, or further to where the back is parallel to the ground. Also, if your back is any problem at all, you can then use your hands on your legs to provide stability. If not, if there's no issues with your back, you can just let the hands move freely, sort of up and down your legs. So we're going to move to my left, your right. So Big Bear turning side to side. The movement is, you can feel your hips turning as your body faces right. Now your body lifts a little bit as you come to the center. As we come to the center like this, then we face the opposite direction, sinking down there, and letting the body rotate back to center. That's one complete rotation of the Big Bear turning side to side. Let's go the same direction. Now when we're at the center, our chest is oriented up, we're looking up. We're not efforting too much, but we're looking up. And then we allow ourselves to sink to the opposite side and then back to the center. And then whatever number of rotations we choose, this time twice, we'll now move in the opposite direction, beginning now to my right, your left, and then my left, your right. Now when the breathing, let's take a big in breath here. We're going to go this way now. My left to your right. Big in-breath, big out-breath. And as we move to the side and up, we're breathing in. Full in-breath here, we start our out-breath. As we sink, twist the body, come back to starting position. Once more, let's breathe in. And out. Now opposite direction. Breathing in. There's our rising up. Breathing out. Here's our sinking down. Once more. Breathing in. Rising up. Breathing out. And sinking down. And now we do our transition. Feet back, shoulder width apart. Relax here. I'm going to check the time. I believe we have a few more minutes. What I like to do is do each of the four in order, flowing one to the other, without much talking. So we'll just everybody, let's do our best, get a sense of what this is like when we flow from one movement to the next of these first four movements of the 8 brocades. So feet close together, as long as you can still maintain your balance. We're going to start our opening. Breathing in, rotating shoulders up. Breathing out, stepping out. First brocade, propping up the sky. There's an in-breath and an out-breath as the arms sink down and we sink down and do our transition here. And as we're breathing out, sinking down, we're stepping out to the wider stance, punching with tiger's eyes. Breathing out, sinking down, now take a breath in. And as we punch, we breathe out and rise. As we draw back fresh energy, we sink down and breathe out. Let's do our transition. Feet back, shoulder width apart. Touching heaven and earth now. With our spinal twist. Breathing out, sinking down. Breathing in, rising up. Once more, both sides. Let's do our transition. Breathe in, rise up. Breathe out, sink down, and step out to that wider stance. So we can do big bear turning side to side. Now have an in-breath here. As we sink down as far as comfortable, bending at the waist, and I'm moving left, you're moving right, breathing in and out. In and out. Let's go the opposite direction. Breathe in and out. Once more. Transition. Feet shoulder width apart. toes. Rolling the shoulders, orienting face and chest upwards, sinking down, breathing out. Place hands on navel for a brief meditation. And that includes our session for today, this first video. There'll be another one where we're going to introduce Brocades 5 through 8. Enjoy!